Hi, I'm the Recruiting Maven and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you so much for your likes and your shares and subscribing. I so appreciate all that support. And I also wanted to let you know that in terms of career, I'm always adding to that career playlist for you to use all the helpful hints and tips. Why are recruiters not calling you? Why are they not following up with you? All those types of videos that I have added to that list. Hopefully you'll find them helpful. And if you would like to see something that maybe isn't there, I'd be happy to respond to you and possibly do a video. So with that said, I want to dive into today's topic, which is really one of bad bosses. And I hate to call it that because, of course, with anything, I've had phenomenal bosses who I just still to this day I worship. And I think, this one particular boss was head and shoulders above anyone I have ever met and worked with. And so it's definitely hero worship on my end. But I certainly have had my share of some really bad bosses as well. And so I'm sure that all of us at one point or another in our career have had some very bad situations or very bad bosses. And, would love to get your opinion on that. But one of the biggest issues and one of my biggest pet peeves with regards to bad management and bad bosses is that they tend to, instead of managing, being a very true professional, being emotionally intelligent, being one of, common sense and rationale, they tend to go off the deep end. They tend to parent, and they think that parenting is the equivalent of managing people. And the two, I would say, are definitely not synonymous. They should not be applied in the same manner. Parenting is parenting, and managing people is a totally different and fine art, and that one in which requires education, it requires training and practice. None of us are perfect by any means. So that's just my biggest pet peeve, where I find managers that are just not skilled enough. And, of course, maybe you have a new manager that has never gone or been in that position before. I'm not speaking to those. I'm speaking to people who have been around, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, and their management skills are horrendous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to stop there because I could go on a tangent. But suffice it to say that again, people sort of revert to this parenting technique that I am so completely opposed to, that I completely think is inappropriate behavior in a workplace. And a lot of them just don't understand that. And I think that, the other side of the coin is that they probably have not had the opportunity to train, possibly. And so I'm just giving some of them the benefit of the doubt, because that does come up quite a bit, not only from a recruiting standpoint, but also from, somebody who I feel has been poorly managed. And, one of my worst case scenario was I finally had to leave a position that I thought was phenomenal. It was a great opportunity, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And truly, and I hate to say this, but a point of validation was, a month later after I had left, 22 people left because they just couldn't take it anymore. And I was sort of like, I guess, the bandage to a band-aid on the dam that was leaking. And once I left, I think, and I didn't speak to everyone, so I don't know for sure, but I know that there was a lot of issues within the company with that specific manager, and he just didn't have a clue. I think if you would have asked him, he would have said, "Oh, people love me," and that was nowhere near the truth. And it was a very sad situation, not only for the people being managed, but also from that manager who just truly had no idea, was just wasn't connected to his people that he managed. And so, being connected to the people that you manage is very important as well. Are you saying hello to them in the morning and appreciating them and saying thank you? I think servant leadership is such an important aspect of management, that it isn't just, let me tell you what to do and how to do it. Those are the micromanagers, but also being grateful for what you have, and it shows in how you manage as well. So with that said, it is we could really talk about this for a long, long time, but I just wanted to at least start the conversation about this topic, and I would love to get some of your opinions about it because I know we've all had interesting experiences without saying. So with that said, I appreciate you liking and sharing my videos. Again, make sure you are accessing some of those playlists that I have created. I do have multiple playlists, but I do have one specifically that addresses career, your career and expanding your career and so forth. So with that said, I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon, and I do hope you have a great rest of your week. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.